Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Drive, a Korean thriller from 2024 that was directed by Park Dong-hee, a first-time director. The following plot synopsis was taken from the website Mike's Movie Moments. Yuna, played by Park Ju-hyun, is a famous influencer who has a lot of followers and subscribers to her online streaming content. Her manager, Choi, has been coordinating her works, including the release of brand new cosmetics. During one of these events, she meets with the director of the national TV station, who she has been trying to get a large deal from. But after the event, she falls asleep in her car and somehow wakes up in the trunk the following morning. Still confused, she receives a phone call from a man telling her to immediately earn money for him by acquiring donations from her own viewers. Otherwise, she will die. So the film opens with our protagonist doing, fairly basic content on her social media channel, but still getting millions of subscribers to tune in. That's fairly realistic to a degree, because we see this happen in real life. Some of these influencers have a lot of stuff going on, some of them less so, but you can make a lot of money out here. Now, personality-wise, she does have an ego. To her credit, however, she is a shrewd businesswoman who attempts to use her leverage against various power players in order to earn more money for herself. So she basically attempts to maximize her monetary value within the influencer marketplace, which is commendable. If you could get that money, get it, right? Now, this aggressive strategy just might blow up in her face and even create some enemies. In fact, it may be the reason why she's locked in the trunk of her car. The villain has some insider knowledge of the woman's business dealings, which makes you think, they've definitely met before, and that's no surprise, because her business tactics have earned some bad blood across multiple people and media outlets. Now, in terms of thrills, I was a little bit concerned with this one. Would this be too repetitive if our protagonist was locked in the trunk of a car for long stretches of time? That does happen in the movie. She is locked in this trunk for long stretches, but it's not that repetitive. It does maintain tension. It throws in some different situations and obstacles. There are a few fun scenes when the car goes into motion. It's moving along, which I will not spoil. It's pretty fun to watch, actually. And our protagonist does call the police immediately because she has her phone in this trunk, because she has to have her phone in order to live stream and get these donations. So it's kind of an interesting, unusual situation that we're in here. And she does call the cops early, and that was good, but how much information do they have? Can they track the car down? There's a lot of stuff going on, more than you might think with a film with a premise of somebody locked in their trunk. Now, the runtime is less than 90 minutes long. So a Korean movie that's under an hour and a half, like I usually say, is more rare than common. And that did help to avoid too many dull patches and the simple premise from being dragged on for too long. Now, one flaw I do have with this is that there are a few scenes in this that are a little bit artificial and contrived. There's a minor twist at one point that's eventually revealed during a car chase. And I was like, I don't know if that was really too convincing, why did this guy act this way? How could the villain predict what was going to happen? So you have a few scenes like that. You just have to kind of go with it in this case. Also, the finale is rather low-key and lacking in a high-octane conclusion. It's pretty good, but I think they could have done something more creative with the ending of this. But I think overall, Drive is a sufficiently entertaining Korean thriller. If you're into Korean thrillers, give it a watch. It's not going to blow your socks off, but it's good. Not a classic, though. Now, again, I always think of something like Midnight FM if I'm looking at a classic Korean thriller from the last, say, 15 or so years. And that one also has a protagonist who's trapped in a radio station, really. Not in the trunk of a car, but vaguely similar premises. But check out Midnight FM if you haven't, if you want something even better than this. But in any case, this one is streaming on Amazon and Viki, so it's easy to find. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.